All right, today we are diving into something really unique, a powerful learning tool that's disguised as a game. It's a strategic leadership simulation called Battle of Kings. So let's break down exactly how it works.
You know, it's a huge question, isn't it? We can all read books about leadership, we can sit through lectures, but how do you really learn to lead? Especially when the pressure is on and the stakes are incredibly high.
Because let's be honest, there's a massive gap between theory and practice. Lectures and textbooks, they give you the concepts, sure, but they just can't make you feel what it's like to make a real decision with real consequences, or to manage those complex team dynamics when everything's on the line. That's a gap that is notoriously hard to fill.
And that is precisely where Battle of Kings steps in. It's designed to be a mirror, reflecting those real-world leadership challenges, and to bridge that critical gap between just knowing something and actually doing it. So, what is this thing? Well, at its heart, Battle of Kings is a serious simulation. And I really want to emphasize that word, serious. This isn't just for fun. It's a meticulously designed experience that mimics the complex, high-pressure world that leaders have to navigate every single day.
It was actually created by Mohammed Akushkian and the team at eLearnEver, and they very deliberately blended competition, cooperation, and really critical decision-making to build this incredible platform for leadership development.
And winning here? It is not about luck. Success boils down to how well you can master 4 key pillars: your strategic thinking, how you manage your resources, your skills in negotiation and diplomacy, and, maybe the most crucial of all, your teamwork and your resilience when things inevitably go sideways.
And this really gets us to the core purpose of the game. It's built to do more than just entertain. It's engineered to forge real-world skills in a way that's tangible and, honestly, unforgettable.
The best way to think about it is as a gamified leadership development tool. By turning the learning process into a game, every single action, every decision, and every conversation becomes a chance to grow as a leader, but without the scary real-world fallout.
You see, the game isn't just about winning or losing. It's actually designed to assess and develop these really specific skills. It's measuring how you make strategic calls under pressure, how you get your team on the same page, how you bounce back from a setback, and, this is a big one, how you build or maybe even break trust through your diplomacy.
And focusing on these core skills translates into some huge benefits for anyone who plays. You get to practice leadership in a totally safe space where a mistake is a learning moment, not a career ender. The whole experience just sharpens your critical thinking, boosts your emotional intelligence, and it has this uncanny way of revealing your hidden leadership tendencies, both the good and the bad.
Okay, so that's the why. But how does it actually work? What are the rules of engagement on this particular battlefield?
The first thing you've got to know is that this is a live, interactive simulation. It has the feel of a board game, which means everything, and I mean everything, is driven by human decisions, negotiations, and conversations, not some computer algorithm. Your people skills are what will make or break you.
So, a typical round goes something like this. You're in charge of your own kingdom. You've got a home base and very limited resources. Right away, you have to figure out how to expand your territory while also defending it. This naturally forces you into negotiating with other players to form alliances. But here's the kicker. Trust is fragile, and the constant threat of betrayal creates this layer of pressure that feels incredibly real.
So when you put all of these pieces together, you get what is basically the ultimate leadership arena. And this is what really separates Battle of Kings from pretty much any other kind of training you can think of.
There's this quote that just nails the experience. It calls it a strategic battlefield for the mind and the heart. And that's so true. It's not just a test of your logic and strategy, your mind. It's also a test of your emotional intelligence, your ability to build trust, and your grit, your heart.
When you put it side by side with typical training, the difference is just stark. Instead of being passive and listening to a lecture, this is immersive and action-oriented. And that's the magic right there. It creates deep, memorable learning that actually sticks with you because it directly connects your actions in the game to real-world leadership skills.
So who is this for? Well, it's perfect for corporate managers who want to sharpen their skills, for whole teams trying to build collaboration and trust, and even for business schools who want to give their students some real, hands-on experience. Honestly, it's also a fantastic tool for entrepreneurs because they live this balancing act of risk, strategy, and cooperation every single day.
At the end of the day, Battle of Kings does one thing better than anything else.
It takes leadership from being this abstract idea you read about in a book and turns it into a lived experience you can actually feel and remember. It closes that gap.
Ultimately, Battle of Kings is an arena that puts your true leadership style on full display for everyone to see. So the only question left to ask is, are you ready to be tested?